Hi, good morning, teacher. And this topic is liraglutide in children and adolescents with type 2 diabetes. Introduction. Metformin is the regular appropriate treatment of choice for most youth with type 2 diabetes early in the disease. However, early loss of glycemic control has been observed with metformin monotherapy.
Liraglutide can maintain glycemic control in the patients with type 2 diabetes mellitus. Most of the patients with type 2 diabetes are prescribed metformin or insulin injections to meet the glycemic control, as maintaining glycemic control is essential in preventing the complications. Basal insulin treatment is associated with weight gain and increased risk of hypoglycemia. On glycemic control in type 2 diabetes patients treated with multiple daily insulin injections, and to test the efficacy of liraglutide on weight of these patients. Milligrams during first week, 1.2 milligrams during second week and 1.8 milligrams during week 3 onwards. The patients should take the drug same time each day during the trial. The dose increase was extended based on the individual's tolerance to the drug less than or equal to 11.5% and body mass index of 27.5 to 45 kilograms per meter square. The exclusion criteria includes patients taking premixed insulin and patients with chronic conditions like cardiovascular disease. During the trial and at the end of follow-up, insulin doses, adverse events, hypoglycemic events, and blood pressure were checked during the follow-up. The results showed that HbA1c concentration was reduced by 1.54% and 42.9% in liraglutide and placebo group respectively. Most of the patients had HbA1c concentration less than 7% in liraglutide group when compared to placebo group. Treated with liraglutide, and there was no weight reduction in patients treated with placebo. Gastrointestinal symptoms were observed in both the groups at the start of the trial. The overall adverse events experienced was 4. Glutide improves the glycemic control in type 2 diabetes patients treated with multiple daily insulin injections and long duration of disease. It is also associated with reduction in body weight and insulin doses.
Methods. Patients who were to less than 70 years of age were randomly assigned in the ratio. Received cutaneous liraglutide. Inclusion criterion were a body mass index greater than the 85% and a glycate hemoglobin level between 7 point and 11% if the patient were being treated with diet and exercise alone or with between 6.5. Met. As the patient received metamorphosis during the trial, The primary endpoint was the change from baseline in the glycate hemoglobin level after 26 weeks. Secondary endpoint include the change in fasting plasma glucose level. Como results es Como result, a patient who underwent randomization demographic characteristics were similar in two groups. The 26-week analysis of the primary efficacy endpoint, the mean glycate hemoglobin level had decreased by percent point. Result the difference increased percent point by 15 to week. The fasting plasma glucose level had decreased at both time point in the graduate group but has increased in the placebo group. The number of patients who report adverse events. Nursing intervention regarding diabetes are mainly concerned patient. Topic to each patient about include snowbite on the disease itself, access clean current and a little person treatment plan. Ensure they understand medication and suggest lifestyle change. Encourage the patient to actively participate in the making of the treatment plans.
Sadly, it's not just affecting adults, it's also affecting our children. We are pleased to be joined by Dr. Ann Albright, Director of the CDC's Division of Diabetes Translation, who is here to shed some light on this really alarming subject. How serious is this?
Well, type 1 diabetes is still the most common form in youth, but we're seeing an alarming growth in the number of kids with type 2 diabetes. It's certainly related to the rise in obesity. Unfortunately, many parents are unaware of this, so their children are unaware.
What are the other factors contributing?
Well, type 2 diabetes runs in families, so does unhealthy eating habits and other lifestyle habits.
So, I mean, as a mom of 7, this is just so concerning. What can we do to try to stop this?
Well, a great place to start is to develop a plan as a whole family. Certainly want to work on increasing water intake. Might have to work on that with your kids. Eat more fruits and vegetables, and certainly find ways to make your favorite foods healthier. And then really make physical activity more fun.
Get out there and bicycle with them or play tag with them, but get them off the sofa.
That's it.
That's so difficult, but so important. Are children who have parents with type 2 diabetes more likely to also develop it?
Well, certainly these things do as run in families, but it also is important to note that if you establish these habits together, they're much more likely to be sustained. So set a new norm as a family.
Oh, I love that. Set a new norm. A lot of us.
Conclusion. In conclusion, in children and adolescents with type 2 diabetes, lower glucose and dose of up to 1.8 milligram per day was efficacious in improving glycemic control over 52 weeks. This efficacy comes at the cost of increasing frequency gastrointestinal. Thank you.